There's a big hole.
It's a well, as you probably well know, Dave. It's a whale, and as we all know, when there's well, there's light, or Doctor Light. I think that's the whole point of the whole thing.
I thought it was just raining outside, and there's actually my washing machine letting the water out. I was like, what the fuck?
He said, "Do you often have a washing machine that vomits?" It's like, "Yes, I do actually. Works quite well."
To be fair, like Aaron has a washing machine that you can fill from his bedside.
That's
No,
true. Actually,
you
if you just have a really long stick, you just need to get out of bed.
You've been in my house, Jonathan. It's not that fucking small. The sitting room is very much separate. The sitting room is very much separate from the bedroom. So I have got that going for me, and that's about it. But it's
Yeah.
not that small. Do you know what I mean?
But just because, like, obviously, like, we're peeking behind the curtain here, but for the viewers watching at home wondering how big Aaron's sitting room is, whatever you see on the screen there is the sitting room.
And look, there's a kitchen
You
in
actually
it.
see the corners of the room, like.
Yeah.
That's a nice arse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a peachy arse.
And you get to see that all game, Dave. All game. Every single pixel of it.
I've had time for wanks, but I'm sure I could get through that. No problem.
I mean, it's a 16-bit woman. I'd be actually a bit like. I mean, I'm sure you have had tougher wanks. Like, what, half-naked woman in a video game? Yeah, tough sell. Yeah, fucking hell. Guys, let me just Google Lara Croft. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Problem solved. There we are now. So this is me getting annoyed with the game's programming here, because what's happened here is obviously our Christian rock band, who I'm calling Not Creed, they were in the earlier on. Yeah. They told us basically Dr. Light is hiding out in some sort of alcove down the left, and if you follow the instructions, they will say go back down the ray, go left, and then have a look around. You'll see there's a hidden passage here. So I thought it would automatically come up on the map, but that didn't actually happen. You have to actually look around the area and go, oh, there's the secret passage, and there we go. And there we go. So this. And that's it. Now I have recognized that there is a path, and now I can go down. Again, it's a teething problems you get with a text adventure. It's pure programming. There we go. Now there's a path open. And this is supposedly where Dr. Light lives.
In the dark.
In the dark, yeah.
The lights are out. Oh, well, you don't say.
I mean, he is himself light. So, what the fuck do you want from him?
I'll just imagine this place had windows. It would just be like a little light walking through the...
Exactly. It's like the angler fishes just floating around.
Yeah, it's just floating around. Yeah. Bottas.
In case anyone's wondering how much it costs, this would be equivalent to €800 in Dublin.
That's
generous.
Yeah,
that's very generous.
In fairness, you are sharing it with 3 other people, though, but just bear that in mind.
Yeah, and it's £800 per bed, not per
day, per minute.
Like that place in Tala that was 10 grand a month, and it was just 40 beds and like 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, landlords are doing that, man. I'm telling you, it's getting worse.
Oh, it's the one that I saw in Tala actually, and I brought my head. I was looking at it going, are you like 10 grand? He's reckoning 10 grand a month from fucking a ludicrous amount of bunk beds.
Yeah.
One king size in the middle of the whole thing.
Yeah.
You don't
look,
the thing,
it's
thing
the talking plant bird.
No one has actually designated the king bed.
It's called parrot grass.
Parrot grass, okay.
Parrot grass. And he keeps thinking it's a thief.
The thing is with that place in Tala as well, right, is that the king bed's in the middle. But the thing is that everyone goes out in the back every night to have a battle royale. Whoever wins gets the king bed for the night.
Oh yeah, I mean, they could be like genuine working people, or it is clearly just like a really shitty hostel.
Well, you can't do it with dogs anymore, so might as well do it with humans. It was a dangerous game,
Just going to show you, awful people will find a way to make us fight for their money.
Hey, 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 hey,
That was a great impression of Powergrass, I have to say.
fucking paragraphs.
Powergrass. Like, again, some of the mistranslations here are genuinely quite amusing. Whereas, like, I mean, okay, like, granted, like, there's a few coming up there are really fucking dumb, really, really stupid. But I can't not fall in love with the likes of Rocknight. And then there's Rocknight.
Rocknight is a stable, to be fair.
He is, yeah.
No, hold on, getting a phone call.
Apparently, Rocknight is calling because he's copyrighted his music. Anyway, so
Are we pausing it?
I think we should pause.
Yeah. Back to the
So, yeah.
cockpit,
So now that we've had a chat with Paragraphs, we can now go back to the ship and advance in time. Because even the best
There's the Eggman head.
pirate in the world needs to sleep.
That's true.
Except there's only one problem. There's only one bedroom on the ship.
No. Spank it. No.
Get some sleep, Cobra. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, she gave him a little good night kiss, did she? That's all.
Well, she is an android, so she can just basically just stay there every time. Once she's plugged in, basically, it's all good.
Here comes the Ken from Street Fighter ripoff. Oh,
Yeah.
there she is. Nude. There's no clothes under that sheet. None at all. Jane's sleeping on my bed. Rest well, sweet child.
Any reason why you're doing that is William Shatner? Jane sleeping on my bed.
Because they're in space. They're in space. Oh, she's chained up. No, it's not. Thought they're about to get kinky there. Well, hello.
Step and you'll be walking around without your head.
Again, I'm kind of on Jane's side on this one.
Well, don't dress provocatively when you're trying to sleep. Clearly, like, I mean,
they're literally the only clothes she has. Literally the only clothes she has.
Live.
The rest got torn up by a crystal boy. Did you not remember last week's video, Dave? The crystal boy tore her shit up.
No. You're ruining my my fantasies here, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
How dare you, how dare you introduce this reality to me?
Okay, fine.
Trying to immerse myself, Jonathan. Trying to immerse myself.
I know Dave won here when I said this, but John Malkovich getting cast. Somebody said he might be Galactus. I was like, oh, that is a fucking fantastic casting if he's Galactus. Anyway,
Is that in the MCU?
Yes, he's been cast in Fantastic Four movie.
People still watch that?
We were just talking about it, that they oversaturated it so much that even I was like,
oh, I haven't watched anything to do with MCU in nearly a year because it's just, by the time you watch it, 4 new fucking things are coming out. It's like Star Wars. It's like Star Wars. They're fucking destroying Star Wars because every time there's something, oh yeah, I'll go and watch like Kenobi, and then there's like 7 different things new come out. So what's the fucking point?
To be fair, they've done a great thing where they've done all their animated shows to just be stuff. You don't have to watch it. It'd be great if you did. While their live action shows are actually connected, which I feel like is a nice balance between the two of them. So I don't have to watch fucking 7 seasons of the fucking Clone Wars to get the Kenobi show. I don't want to watch the Clone Wars. I tried it 3 times and I can't fucking get into it. Which they did a great job with Ahsoka on that. I felt like I knew I was missing something, but I didn't feel like I was completely out of the loop watching that series.
Yeah, because she was a Clone Wars carry-on as well, wasn't she? How many times do you have to walk through this fucking clock tower? No wonder
I was
8 hours.
that.
8 hours. This is why it's 8 hours. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is even my salmon hawk is annoyed.
Stop poking the salmon, Dave.
I'm revealing the salmon, John.
Yeah. Feel dirty when you do that. But yeah, it's because we went back to the ship and basic time has passed. Now we can investigate now that it's gone completely dark. And to see if well, also this now and as well, like we have been actually just kicked off our own ship. So we actually are trying to find a place to sleep. So what better place to go than someone else's bedroom? Like, we're apparently fucking Goldilocks now. I hope her class doesn't mind that we're going to be staying here tonight.
Could be worse. Could be like sleeping on the literal ground outside.
Yeah.
But no, this squeaky little prick is just like, I'm gonna annoy the fuck out of you.
Murderer! Assassin! Vegetarian! Ah, quit squawking.
Murderer, assassin, vegetarian. It sounds like a side-away joke, but then again, of course, vegetarians are his predators. So that makes complete sense.
Jonathan, you love I retweeted the Weekend of Amy's video. You love the tweet that I did first.
Thank you, Aaron, for your service.
Oh, I retweeted it anyway, but I just remembered I had a nice video to go along with it, so I said it would work.
Aaron, I haven't watched all those TikTok videos you sent me, but I will do. I gave Aaron like a 10 or 11 meme dump earlier on.
You dumped on Aaron?
Oh yeah, big time, every day.
What do you think Vince McMahon got his ideas?
Maybe the damn thing talked. He doesn't shut up.
I mean, that and like the fireplace was magically started lighting. That's probably an issue, I would think.
No, they're just not allowed you to copyright the show. You could to light it up.
Oh no!
Oh, there's Satan's face. That's what we're waiting on.
Ah yes, look, it's a demonic face in the fire. Where that's nice.
Every 90s horror film ever made.
Every 90s animated show with a villain has a fiery face.
Yeah.
Who are you?
And it's all voiced with the guy who did Skeletor. I'm the fireplace, and I'm going to burn you alive. Yeah.
Fiery faces in the 90s were like beams in the sky in the 2010s and superhero movies.
Yeah.
You had to have it there, and fuck you if you don't like it.
It's some sort of light emission anyway, whether it guarantees or not.
I do feel bad for Skeletor though, because the only thing he'll be remembered for is the zip down meme.
I'll give you an answer when you wake me up for breakfast, okay?
Okay, I'm nearly dying. It's kind.
Do it quietly, please. Trying to hear the flaming thing.
Sure, you saw the video I put it, the photo I put into the group chat the other day, where it was just cheese sprayed on my. I had to repaint. I had to paint the wall.
I'm sure you did last night with Chloe there, yeah.
I tried to get it off, right? But
yeah, you did.
When I wiped.
Yeah, so you did all right. Yeah.
What was hilarious about it was, right? So it was up, and then I tried to wipe it off with like a bit of spray and stuff, but I took the paint off the wall, and I was like, what have I done? And
Aaron,
I realized.
Do you remember when you had this deposit that you handed in? It's gone now.
This was the brilliant thing about it. The last time something went wrong inside her, the decorator left paint behind and was like, if you ever need it again where there's a bit of damp on the wall, use that. Fucking straight up. Doesn't even look like anything's wrong. So
and now you're getting this on the internet for everyone to hear, including
my landlord ain't gonna fucking see this.
Is this how poor people get jobs? They just label themselves handyman after lick of paint on the wall?
To be fair, what he did was quite handy. To be fair, like
it worked. There's no stain. The stain is gone.
It's on the bed. That's why.
That's why I changed my bed sheets yesterday.
See, arse. And now look at this. Now the turtle batteries have been stolen. Like honestly, what the fuck is on this shit?
Fucking Jawas.
Yeah. In case you're wondering what's happening in the plot, the plot is underneath the arse. So look at the arse, and then if you try and like just put your eyes down underneath, that's where the text is coming from. In case you are missing the plot there. And of course, Armor Lady, because she is a female, also has to stand in the exact same pose with the exact same arse.
I mean, copy and paste in the 80s. Fair play.
Copy and paste the Cobra. Like he has a type, and it's just fucking naked women, no matter what type, what geometry they are.
Take the clothes off faster.
So here's the hilarious thing, right? We've been told by the fireplace to leave this place right now, whereas at the same time they've taken our batteries so that we can't leave.
Just phenomenal stuff there.
What?
Long-term storytelling.
I mean,
This is
long-term
a-
good.
Long term, because you can't fucking go anywhere.
Long term, because you have to click everything 3 times to progress. Haha, see? Haha.
This would have taken 4 hours if you hadn't had to do everything twice.
Yeah, pretty fucking much.
You know.
Because like I said, you do have to just develop the habit of clicking onto everything and making sure you exercise it before you move on.
But don't get me wrong, like I love the aesthetic, I love the graphics, I love the sounds, everything about it is like, from an aesthetic point of view, it is a really good game because it's just like when you play it nowadays, it's just like a flashback, and you have all these indie developers trying to redo all the 8-bit stuff. You know, nowadays, this is the original kind of, well, 16-bit, isn't it?
This would be 16-bit, yeah.
Yeah, so like you have all this 16-bit stuff been redone now, where this is like OG. Like it's just takes me back to like Game Gear, like Game Gear, Mega Drive. But from a storytelling point of view, it's fucking frustrating.
It is, and you know what? It's kind of a good point to raise in a sense where like myself and Aaron were having a conversation about aesthetics. This gets you back into in nostalgic moods. In the same way that like you were mentioning about like current game devs doing like the resurgence of the point and click kind of series or genre is a good example of that, where like the last few years there have been just some absolutely fucking tremendous games in that genre coming out, and some of them are the best around compared to what's out there. And now you got like kind of Metroidvania games now starting to get their renaissance as well. Same idea, where people are just like they're chasing that game they loved as a kid, but now they're the indie dev and they can they have the power to do that now.
It's also unfortunate that you can't do anything nowadays new in the current format or the current generation because you just don't have the money to do it. Everyone's priced out.
Well, I'm saying that.
No.
Didn't Xbox just close down a fucking whole studio making the only successful game, original game in the last fucking like 10 years?
What was that?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
What was it called? What was it? Jonathan didn't know the name of it, but they made a game. It was hugely successful, critically acclaimed, and Microsoft were just like, "That's great."
Hi-Fi something, wasn't it? Hi-Fi Studio, Hi-Fi
something like that, yeah. Microsoft were just like, "So we're gonna just close you down. Thanks for giving us money, but fuck it."
Yeah. Let's see.
The problem is that
Hi-Fi Rush, Sharon. Sorry, Dave.
That's the one. Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah.
Arcane were the developers.
But that's been out for years.
Yeah, but they're the developers of that. So Tango Gameworks and Arcane Austin are ones that are shutting down, and it looks like they're also going to be shutting down Ninja Theory, which is a shame because they have a game coming out in 3 weeks.
They're shutting down Ninja Theory.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of the original studios that they started doing when the 2014 acquisitions started to like kick off.
Yeah.
And they like Ninja Theory was one of the first studios that Microsoft bought out.
So basically, Microsoft are the HBO of games. We'll buy up all the stuff and then just not use it properly, not promote it properly, and then we'll just get rid of it.
Yeah.
But they've been doing that for years, in fact, because they bought Rare, who were the guys behind Banjo-Kazooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day and a few others.
And they released all of that on the Xbox. And it's there.
Yeah.
But there's only so much you can do with Rare because they have IPs, but if you look at Crash Bandicoot 4, for example, there wasn't really a lot of success behind that because, well, no, we love the original three, like the original trilogy and Crash Team Racing and all that stuff, Crash Bash and all them. But see, when you bring out anything new, it's like...
But yeah, that's also down to, we're Crash is an interesting one because that's more of an Activision problem. Activision are the ones that are sitting on the IP. At least with Rare, it's the same difference though. It's the same issue with them all across the board, is that they're basically the game developers are made to sit on the IPs because their mother companies basically forgotten about them. So like in the case of Rare, basically Rare's last game, I think they basically had like which is mad because like Rare were a fantastic game studio back in the day. Like they
invented the FPS, did they not?
What's that?
They invented the FPS for consoles. Were they not GoldenEye?
Yeah, they were GoldenEye, and Perfect Dark as well.
Yeah.
But I'm just even looking at their stuff here now. So when they got bought out by Xbox, let me tell you now, because there was a huge gap in between, because they were pumping out the games in the late 90s, 2000s. So
games were easier to develop and didn't take as much time. They didn't have to have updates every 5 seconds. Like,
yeah, like you can see, right? So like they would have kind of pretty much kind of wound on the wind down in 2000 in the 2000s. So they were redoing a lot of their stuff. So Conker's Bad Fur Day was probably their last hurrah. Actually, no, I tell a lie. Yeah, actually, Conker's Bad Fur Day, right? Nintendo 64 was in 2001, and since then they were basically doing like relaunches of their games on different consoles, like Donkey Kong Country on the Game Boy and Conker on Xbox and stuff like that. And their only other series or game that they've done in that time would have been Viva Pinata, which is apparently quite a fun game.
That was very successful actually on 360.
Yeah. And then they did a few Kinect. Then they became the Kinect studio, which is obviously a disaster. But in that time, they also
not original. Original Kinect sold fuck tons, 10 million.
Oh yeah, but the games are shite. Like,
game's terrible.
About that.
Game's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, what's funny is like with Kinect, for gamers it was fucking shocking. For research and development in every other area other than gaming, it was groundbreaking.
Oh, yeah.
For the medical field, for like
really
engineering and all that. Yeah. So Kinect is
like tracking.
So the IR tracking everything like that. The other way surgeons are like doing like surgeries remotely, and they're doing all this like augmented reality stuff. That all started with Kinect. Like that was all through Microsoft. Like people were hacking it and just literally doing homemade R&D where they were tampering with programs and trying to, because Xbox didn't care. They were like, yeah, hack it all you want. Like if you can improve it, why would we stop you?
Why would we stop? Yeah.